What's up, guys? Welcome back to Ladies Night. We've got Dana and Justin joining us for tonight's episode. What's up, guys? How's it going?
Yeah, how we doing?
Doing well, but I'm very suspicious of you.
Oh,
Alyssa's hiding something from me.
Yeah.
I'm so glad. We're gonna jump into that in just 1 second.
She was
Justin.
gonna ice me, but I didn't know what it was. Started feeding her compliments. She still won't tell me.
I'm not gonna ice you, but I think you're gonna be really excited about it. I know
Close. You're kind of close.
I think it has to do with some sort of bag of candy she has over here.
Bag of candy. That's close. That's a good guess.
It's a good way to look at it, I guess.
Justin, are you excited to be joining the ladies?
That's one way to look at it. Yeah, excited, I guess. Yeah, a little nervous, a little excited. It's funny because I sit here every week and like produce for you guys, but like I'm really not sure what I'm getting myself into.
You're on the other side of the camera.
Yeah, I'm on the other
tonight.
side right now, so I don't know. Yeah.
Well, you
we're
and me
excited.
both, Justin. So
Yeah, well,
I hate surprises.
I'm gonna try
It's
hard
not a
not to
surprise.
get in you guys' way. I'm gonna let you guys do your thing. Try to provide some valuable commentary if possible. Let me just adjust my mic.
We
How was
value
your
input.
You had your podcast last night, right?
Yeah, we did.
We have a
So
new podcast.
yes,
in the mix.
new podcast, episode 1 of Altered Reality. We recorded last night. It was myself and Alex Radcliffe and Anastasia Sharmava, and we did the first episode. It was actually kind of funny because and it's not a big deal at all, but it was just actually funny how it played out. So Alex and like Anastasia, initially they wanted to do a live stream. So, I went out and like, I got this like the software for like live streaming and like got like these subscription services for live streaming. And I had like a buddy of mine who like DJs and works with that stuff, like come over, and we spent like 2 days like trying to get the live stream stuff up and running. We had Andy and the Scramble guys do their show last night as a live stream, as like a test run for it.
Yeah.
And then they got to the studio and they started talking about it, and they were like, hey, we don't have to go live tonight. We can just record it like normal.
Perfect. So
it was
I did all that.
it was
Perfect.
perfect. But you know what? It actually worked out really well because it turns out live streaming is actually like a more efficient way to like record and do all the podcasts. So I'm glad I have that capability now. But yeah, bottom line, podcast went good. Really excited. Think some good stuff's going to come out of it. Alex is working on now having, what's her name? Heather Gay, one of the Real Housewives of Salt Lake, on the show soon. So yeah, there'll be some good guests, some good
That'll be
conversation.
fun.
Yeah.
That's exciting. Well, the live stream went phenomenal. I watched a little bit of it. So if you folks listening have not yet listened to the Scramble presented by Hedge Better, go listen to it now. You can also watch it. The first live stream is on YouTube. All their other videos are on YouTube. Check them out.
And you did us a big solid by pointing out that we forgot to make it full screen.
Yeah, I was watching it at home while they were recording, and it was like a minimized version.
Aw.
I was like, hey, babe.
Well, that's how we do test runs, right?
Yeah, that's why I do test runs. So.
It turned out great in the end.
Yeah.
So I'd love to jump into our surprise for today.
Okay.
Dana, are you excited?
I'm nervous. I hate surprise. I'm not a surprise person. I hate it.
This wasn't really planned. This wasn't supposed to come in the mail.
This was what?
It wasn't supposed to come in the mail to me until
Nothing
tomorrow.
bad.
So I was very excited when it came today. We have Smith & Sinclair is the brand. Eat Your Drink, assorted alcoholic cocktail gummies.
Okay.
They're 5% alcohol. These boys explained how it works to me. Apparently, it's still not going to get you as drunk as a normal drink. I'm not going to try to explain it because I don't understand it fully myself.
Okay.
But they come with a bunch of different flavors, and we're going to try them now.
Awesome.
Are
And
you
You
excited?
bought this for why?
Just for fun. A TikTok.
TikTok made it. Do it, yeah.
TikTok makes me do a lot of things.
Yeah.
So anyways, I saw these on there and I bought them. They have berry daiquiri, cherry hibiscus bramble. Don't know what that is. Hibiscus Negroni, Mandarin Spritz, passion fruit mojito, pina colada, pineapple, tequila sunrise, whiskey sour, and margarita. Suitable for
you know
vegans.
what? Oh, you know what? Hold on. Time out.
vegetarian,
Time
aren't
out. This is wait.
vegetarian.
Hold on. This after you read that, I think this is how we should do it.
I hope none of these have meat in them. I'm not eating them if it's a meat alcoholic gummy.
I would be very surprised if there was meat in
It does
in
say
the
suitable for vegans.
That's what I said.
Thank God. Thank God.
Not safe. It's suitable.
I've got ground
Wait,
beef.
you know what? What if we do this? What if we do a blind taste test where we give you the gummy and you have to tell us which drink you think it is?
Oh God.
Okay.
I'm not going to be good at that. So
Let's
you
do
want to
that.
give it to us and have us taste
Well,
it?
like I don't want to like unwrap it and like put my hands on it, but like if you guys like Like, do we have any masks? You can wear them as like a blindfold. You could just
thank
basically, all right,
I
basically.
have one in my purse.
All right, ready? No, we'll just do honor system. I'm going to hand you a gummy, have your eyes closed, unwrap it, put it in your mouth. Tell me what you think it tastes like.
Okay.
All right. So I'm going to shake it up.
So you're gonna give it to
I really hope
first,
these are
Dana?
good.
First. No, you.
think
I'm already my eyes
Yeah.
closed.
The girls on
Just
Team
All right,
Top
Dana, all
liked
right.
them.
All right, so Dana.
liked them.
Yeah.
I just
So-
like Jello shots, like chewing your alcohol. It just really, it's not for me.
All right, so I'm gonna give you this one because I don't want to give you a drink that's like super obscure. So this should be a drink that you might recognize, maybe.
Okay, I'm ready.
All right,
At
so
least crack it open for her,
okay, all right.
so she can. There you
Okay,
go.
I haven't touched it. The package is open. Eyes
I'm not
closed.
concerned.
Okay.
Oh, it feels weird.
Other end. There you go.
Oh God, it.
I don't even know what they taste like. I don't even know if they actually taste like the drink. You think they do?
I don't know.
We're gonna find out.
Oh God, it's like okay.
Is it
It's just a
slimy?
puck.
Like
It's a
sour
puck.
stuff. It's like big.
I don't think you have to eat the whole thing.
Oh
Take-
God, it does not smell good. Does it think I can spit in if it's gross? Because I am known to spit on my food if I don't like it.
Here, I'll hold my hands out if you want to. Don't look at the packaging.
Oh, it's disgusting.
Well,
Spit it back out.
we're not getting sponsored by Smith and St. Clair anytime soon, but
Get a spot. Oh my God, are you gonna throw up?
I don't know. It's gotta be whiskey something.
Ew.
oh, yeah, you're right. It is.
Yeah, I know. It tastes like fucking whiskey.
It's a whiskey sour.
Yeah.
Ding, ding, ding. Congrats, Dana. You got it. All right.
Oh. It's a microphone. I can't see anything. I can open my eyes now. I'm literally crying. It's fucking. That's gross.
You had a whiskey sour with
Are you gonna make it?
by Smith and St. Clair. All right, Alyssa.
Ew.
Alyssa, you're up next.
Do you just not like the taste of whiskey, or it itself was gross?
Combo.
Combo?
A little bit of both. I don't like the taste of whiskey
Okay.
at all.
Okay. All right, Alyssa.
Oh God, I'm like sobbing.
Okay.
I mean, it tastes like a sour candy for sure, like a candy.
All right, your package has been started.
Pick one you know I'm gonna like.
I can't do that.
That's not fair. You
What?
can't do that.
Well, I don't know if she'll like it or not. It's just it's a recognizable
Yeah,
one.
that's.
You know.
Do I have to eat the whole thing?
Well, you should probably smell it first. Give it a little snifter.
Well, it smells like tequila.
Mine smelled like
No.
whiskey.
So you can smell the booze coming from it.
Yeah.
So
I was
maybe
scared.
maybe they're stronger than we thought, Noah.
Is
I
that
don't know.
whiskey?
I taste it.
I was scared. I don't know why I had my eyes closed the entire time, even after I finished it. I could have just done what Alyssa's doing. Do you like it?
I mean, I wouldn't. Oh, there it is. I wouldn't necessarily say I like it, but it's not terrible.
What do you think you just ate?
Yeah, what do you think it is?
What drink did you just consume? Can you at least identify the alcohol that was used?
Was it tequila?
It was tequila.
Was it a tequila sunrise?
It's a tequila
Yeah.
sunrise. There you go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're very
I
recognizable.
thought
Good
it was
job.
tequila.
So,
Okay.
all right, Smith and St. Clair, if you guys are watching, you're thinking of getting it. Not that you would be. I don't know. But because they're probably not going to sponsor us at this point unless we
Not after
completely
my
edit out
performance.
Dana's portion.
Just because you didn't like the one doesn't mean you won't like the others.
Basically, I
Do
think
you want to
it's
try one? Like a good flavor?
yeah, you can pick a pick
Yeah.
a pick
Yeah,
a
give me
better
give
one.
me like a pina colada.
I was looking for that one. I didn't see the pina colada. It's
Stump
supposed
the
to be in here. But so I guess so far we can say that it's accurate. They screwed you. They didn't give you a pina colada.
What else did they
That
give
was
you?
one that I was. Why do we have like a million passion fruit
All right,
mojitos?
look,
All right, give me a passion fruit
Smith
mojito.
and St. Clair, you're dropping the ball here on
Not
multiple
only are you not a
fronts.
sponsor, we're coming after your
Yeah.
ass.
Yeah,
They gave us 6 Mandarin. Oh,
they gave us like 5 Mandarin Spritz, but no
Okay, give me a
pina
Mandarin
coladas.
Spritz.
All right, here's a Mandarin Spritz.
Sounds delicious. Sounds
I have to
fruity.
try one now.
oh yeah, for sure.
I mean,
Oh, this one's prosecco.
I
Oh,
guess
that one probably is sweet.
Oh, this one's probably good.
Oh, we missed out on some really good ones. A pineapple Bellini.
Oh, I actually
I
love.
thought
Yeah.
the mix pack had one of each.
Well,
Apparently it
a
doesn't.
properly run company would have made sure to put at least one of
this
each
one's good.
variety. So we can say that
Oh, see,
they're
okay.
accurate, if anything. They're not all good, but they're accurate, right?
Well,
Is
this give you a lot of this one's really good.
is this Mandarin Spritz?
Oh,
This
now
just
I want to
tastes like-
try
I'll
it.
try
Can I
one.
have one?
Of course, yeah. They gave us fucking 5 of them.
This just tastes like candy.
But I mean, I don't. What did you say? We have to eat like 2 or 3 in order like for it to be one drink. Is the way you guys explained it? 2 or 3.
I personally think you'd have to have a lot more now to see the size of it. I don't know.
I was scared that it was going to be like a fruit gusher and like explode in your mouth.
No, I wouldn't eat that. I don't do things that explode in my mouth.
I don't.
Know that, don't you, babe?
Honestly, I'm
Mom,
not.
don't listen to
Really
this one.
sweet, but it's
Yeah,
too
no.
sweet, I think. My teeth hurt.
I would
if I like
say. I would say this was an interesting experience, but I will not be repurchasing.
Yeah, no.
I want to know if it gets you drunk though. So let's wait until the end of the episode. And
Not
see.
to mention
So
the
let's eat
fact
all of
that
it and see what
they
happens.
excluded the 2 best flavors from our variety pack.
I agree.
So-
Maybe if I bought the more expensive one, they would have put them in there.
Oh, you bought the
Are you about the cheap one?
the cheap package?
Or what did we pour? Alyssa?
Yeah.
I don't know about you
bought
guys,
the
but I
package.
kind of am.
They don't give a shit. They just throw any.
Got the poor people one. They were like, ugh, gross.
Anywho,
I did get the poor people one.
if you're curious like us, go ahead, try them. You probably won't like them, but fucking whatever.
I can just still taste that whiskey like in my mouth.
I did not like that last one.
The Mandarin Spritz.
Yeah.
I think it just tastes like candy. It was too sweet though. Kind of made my teeth hurt.
Ick. All right.
All right, now that we got a nice little sugar buzz going.
Well, this gets me going. And speaking of poor, yes, I am
Gets
poor.
me going. Okay, Alyssa.
I hope this gets me going.
Go.
Anyways, speaking of poor and booze, I am broke because
Homeless
I have
person.
to go to a bachelorette party. That was the whole point. So now I'm on vacation mode. I'm drinking tonight because I have to leave for a bachelorette party, and I am slightly broke.
Oh.
Because of this bachelorette party, which was another topic that I wanted to touch on. I leave tomorrow. I have spent over $1,000.
Where are you going?
Missouri. I fly in. I'm from the Midwest, Dana. That's what we do. We're going
You
to Lake
spent
of the Ozarks.
$1,000
Well,
to go to Missouri.
It's the Ozarks.
Jesus Christ.
It's
Should get new friends.
It's Lake of the Ozarks, and it's actually going to be really fun and really nice.
Okay.
But
I don't believe you.
the-
I don't know anything about Missouri.
I mean,
So-
the rest of Missouri, I wouldn't say is like great, but
Okay. All right. I mean, I hope you have fun. I'm not hoping that it's not fun.
Thank
It just
you.
doesn't
It
sound
will-
like a good time.
it
But
will be fun.
It might be.
just the reason that I had to spend over $1,000 is that I'm the only one flying in. Everyone else is from Nebraska, obviously, so they can drive.
You can drive to Missouri from Nebraska.
I'm not getting into that right now. Where Nebraska's at on a map. Everyone Google it if you don't know.
I mean, I'm so bad at geography. I literally in high school thought Canada was part of the United
It's
States.
either that or you
So-
hitch up the local horse and you buck into town.
Thank you for that.
I also thought we had to drive to Mexico. I thought we couldn't drive to Mexico. I thought it was an island. That was till college. That was till a spring break. So that was
What?
junior year. Yeah. I need to look at a map.
Do you know where we are currently?
Braintree, Massachusetts. Where is it on a map?
Yes.
Yeah, I know where Massachusetts is.
Okay.
Lived here my whole life.
I'm just.
I think
It's almost a little
a lot of people don't know where Nebraska is in the map. I used to consider it south, like the south.
I would literally
Really? Because more
point
people say it's
right to the
north.
middle and say it's somewhere in there.
It's right smack dab
Well,
in the
no,
middle of the
I-
United
I-
States.
There's like a, oh my
it's
God,
right
look at
smack
me.
dab in the
No,
middle.
it is, but I just always pictured it still being like the south. I don't know.
No, most
I-
people think it's the north.
There's a bunch of states I have no clue where they are, and they are just a black hole in the middle of the U.S. to
Okay,
me.
so right smack dab in the middle of the United States
Is-
North Dakota, South Dakota, Nebraska.
I didn't know people were like
Kansas.
from there.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Kansas. I just picture tumbleweeds. Nebraska,
called,
tumbleweeds.
Who
no
gives
people.
a shit alley? It's right goes right down the middle.
Is there like 100 people that are from that state?
no,
Is it
no,
big?
I'm just.
Yeah.
I'm kidding. Honestly, no. Whenever I go back to
went to
Nebraska, when I
Nebraska
come back to
twice.
Nebraska, it's always a lot of fun. Like the people there are great. It's always a great time. And honestly,
I mean, if you're
just-
from the middle of the United States, you're nice. That's just a thing.
no, they're honestly
Do you think
such
I'm
nice
nice?
people. They're all.
I think
they're-
you're nice.
thank you.
That's
not what other people have said.
That's debatable. Debatable.
Always
But
been
no,
nice to
honestly,
me.
Nebraska's great. I love it down there. I always give you a hard time, but it's just fun to make fun. But
Because truly nobody knows where it's at.
yeah,
Nobody's ever heard of
Besides me,
anyone.
who doesn't know where anything is, I knew where Nebraska was. Oh,
You
yeah.
did.
Guess
You
we're
did.
Nebraska.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sit right smack dab in the middle
It just
and
happened to
just-
be in the middle, and I happened to say the middle. That is very true.
It really
Okay,
is.
so you're going to this bachelorette party in Missouri. See,
I just wanted to talk about how bachelorette parties have now turned into a full-blown, like, it's
oh yeah,
An
yeah.
extravaganza now.
Yeah, I'm planning one. I'm going to 3.
how,
More?
one, can you afford that? And two, for your sanity, can go to that many bachelorette parties.
I mean, I was invited, so I'm going to go. Here's the thing about me. I've become that friend that's like not in the wedding, but is invited to the bachelorette parties. I don't know how, I mean,
It's a weird
I don't
place
know
to be.
how I became that friend.
Sounds like the best place to like be.
No,
No.
because like,
I don't
for anybody
have
listening
to
that
be.
invited me, I love you. I'm so excited. I can't wait, but
I don't have to be in the wedding. I can just come to the party.
I want to go to the party at the wedding.
Yeah, you have to spend more
I don't want
money
to go to, I don't want
the
to go to
party.
2 parties. I want to go to the party at the wedding. There's already a party.
Fair.
Don't invite me to the other parties, please. That's too much time. I have every single fucking weekend
That's what I
this
mean.
summer booked up with weddings, bachelorettes.
They're expensive. They're time consuming.
Yep.
We love you all. Like Dana said, the people that invited us, we love you. Congratulations.
Love you. Cannot wait. It's going to be so much fun, specifically yours. Anyone else's that I'm planning on being invited to, you can leave me out. Yeah, I won't be offended. Yes,
keep
I
that
will.
in mind.
Yes, I will. I'll be butthurt. I'll be upset. I'll be mad. I'll be like, why didn't I get invited?
Major FOMO.
Yeah.
Yeah, but sometimes you just want the invite. Like
Yeah.
you don't necessarily want to go, you just want the invite.
Yeah, but if I get the invite, I'm going.
Well, Dana, it just sounds like you're doing it to yourself.
I
don't know what to do
I've come
for
back
you.
around on this. It's my fault. It's my problem.
Please keep inviting her.
Please keep inviting me. I will keep coming to your bachelorette parties. Boris is planning one.
I have never had to plan a bachelorette party, so I'm fine with that. But this girl that planned it, we have a full-blown itinerary. You will know
Oh, I'm making an
where
itinerary.
I'm at. No, it's crazy. I should pull it up. Mind-blowing how much time she spent on this. Who's riding in what cars and like how,
Oh,
what
okay,
time people
that
are
yeah.
arriving, the address to the place. You'll know where I'm at every second of every day that we're there. It's what bars we're going to, the dress code for every event that we're going to, which is a whole other thing that I need to
They have
talk
dress
about.
codes in Missouri.
No, they have dress codes for bachelorette parties.
I thought the one dress code was that. Okay, I have
Just
another
wear
bone to
clothes.
pick. I have another bone to pick about bachelorette parties. They're always in the summertime,
Yeah.
and you can't wear white unless you're the bride.
You have to wear black, which is the worst
Wait,
one.
no, you don't have to dress like you're going to a funeral. You just can't wear white. Is that a rule for yours?
No, but I'm just saying most of the time, like the bride wears white, and if you're going out at night, it's like, okay, everyone else like wear black.
That's
a
something
thing.
I've never been a part of, and I never truly don't want to be a part of that.
You've
If
never
you're
heard
gonna
of
have a
that?
dress code where I have to wear dress like I'm mourning a loss of someone the whole time,
No, it's
I'm
like
not
a
going.
little black dress to go out
then
for
I
dinner,
will say
not
no.
a funeral.
You can wear a little black dress for a funeral.
Okay. I think Grandma would frown upon that.
But I always everyone looks best in white in the summer because they're tan.
Yeah.
And you can't wear white. And that's when you're going to take the most pictures and you're going to want to wear white stuff. And you can't even wear something with like an accent of white.
No.
It's so
No
annoying.
cream, no white.
You know, on my bachelorette party, everyone can wear white. We're all wearing white.
You say that now.
Everyone's wearing white.
You say it now.
Until you're the bride, and then you're like, nobody fucking wore white. This is my time.
I mean, true.
Which is exactly how everyone feels right now.
Yeah, I mean,
I can't say I've ever like willingly worn a white dress just for funsies. I don't own any like white.
I own a lot of white stuff. I love white. I wear white pants, white dresses, white
never
shirts.
white pants.
White pants? I love white pants.
I would get shit all over them. There's no way I could do that.
Oh, well, not saying I don't, but
Yeah.
I love them.
Well,
But yeah. So no, everybody can't wear white to mine. I've changed my mind on this, come back around on this. So
you wear
all
white?
made me suffer.
That was quick. Yeah, that
I'm
was a
wearing
quick
white.
turnaround.
I'm wearing white the whole time.
Yeah.
And you can't wear white.
yeah.
Not you specifically,
Thank you.
but anyone else that's coming to my bachelorette that made me wear fucking not white, you can't wear white. I'm just going to do it. I'm doing it out of spite.
So have you gone to any other ones that they give you like what to wear? Like, hey, there's like a theme or like
No, other than
What?
like accessories you must wear. Like
Interesting.
fanny packs. Specifically, one I went to, I had to wear a fanny pack with my name on it.
Well, that's just convenient. I'm team fanny pack.
I'm also
I bought
team
a
fanny
fanny
pack. It's just like
It's-
shimmery gold
makes
though, and like
sense, yeah.
I wear a fanny pack when I'm walking my dog. I love
Yeah.
pro fanny pack.
the North
but-
Face ones, the crossbody.
No, I've never worn whatever thing you're talking about. What sounds like you Let's get
What
like
was-
a
what
child
were they
strapped to
called?
you.
It's literally a fanny pack. You just wear it like
around
a European.
the North
is how it
Face.
is.
Oh.
Yeah.
What were they
Oh,
called?
you wear it around your shoulders, not around your waist.
Yeah, it's a fanny pack. You just wear it this way.
Has got
Did
to be
I
a
grow up
Nebraskan
on a
thing.
separate planet from
Yes,
you?
you grew up
Kind
in
of.
Nebraska. We just talked about this.
What were they called?
I think you're just
shut
wearing
up.
a fanny
I am
pack
not the only
weird.
one that knows about this.
Like a.
North Face. It's not a fanny pack, but
It is a fanny
Okay.
pack. It's just turned sideways.
And you wear it on your front?
Yeah, you wear it like a cross.
you're s-
You wear it like a sash.
Like a crossbody.
Yeah,
You're
exactly.
supposed to wear it on your hips.
Right.
it's not a fanny pack.
Well, it's
Like a
no,
40-year-old
I'm
mom
saying
in the
I'm saying they
90s.
just gave it a different name.
a
but it-
roo. Did you never hear of the roos?
A roux.
I literally
I've
have
never
no
heard-
clue
I've
what you're
never
talking
heard.
about. Don't act like that's normal. Okay, you just looked it up, realized how obscure it was, and was like, you guys have never heard of this?
I've never heard of a roux. What is it?
Shut up. Where you put it around. It's a fanny pack. You just wear it around your shoulders.
No one's ever worn
Shut
this.
up.
This is just a fanny pack, and you're just
That's what I'm
wearing
saying.
it wrong.
There's
mean,
just a
That
fanny-
was the whole trend for like 5 years. I still have mine. I wear it when we go to the gym.
Kudos to that person for putting a fanny pack on wrong and
Yeah.
calling it something new.
Yeah, that's exactly what
Because
happened
they
here.
started a trend.
Okay, and we're also looking at people doing like hard like hiking sports. I'm talking about walking around like Newport, Rhode Island in a glimmery fanny pack.
Okay. Well, anyways, we're going to put a poll on our Instagram and find out if people know about them. Because
No one
I
knows
think
about
you're
that.
just, no, you're a psychopath.
I'm a
It was a
psychopath. You're
whole
like
trend.
a roux is a normal thing.
I'm not. Gonna, I don't exactly have expertise in women's accessories, but I've never heard of a roux
Oh my God.
The only roux I've heard of is to make mac and cheese sauce.
or roux from Winnie the Pooh,
Okay.
son of Kanga.
Thank you for your input. I'm really glad I invited you.
I am actually not having a good time.
So fanny packs have been required to wear wigs for an upcoming one.
Yeah.
But things like that, like never been told like you must wear like a blue dress on this night, a black dress on the other.
Oh.
I've never been. That's not a thing, and I actually truly don't want to participate in one like that.
All right. Well, let me pull up what ours is.
So you're being told what to wear, and you have to go to Missouri?
So yes,
Sounds negative, like a good time.
it's going to be a great time, and I'm very excited to be there. But so here's what it is. Thursday night, we're going out to some bars. And so the whole theme for like the big night out is Space Cowgirl.
You really need to get some. I'm sorry, Alyssa's friends who are listening, but boy, are they really putting you through it?
I looked it up on Pinterest. It's actually really cute. I've never actually heard of this. They said it's like metallic, fringe, neon pink, like Dolly Parton, but metallic.
Okay. You're trying to say it like it's normal again, like the roux thing, and it's
I
just
never
not.
said it was normal. I've been trying to
It's
figure
just-
out how to dress for this damn one night for like 2 months, and I still can't figure it out. I'm wearing a
I would
neon
wear-
pink shirt and
Yeah.
a space buns.
Yeah, I was gonna say like a glitter cowboy hat.
But here's the thing: I can't travel with a cowboy hat. What am I supposed to do?
Wear it on your head on the plane. Yep.
No, I'm not.
Full commitment.
Absolutely
Full
not.
commitment. Going to Missouri. No one would look at you twice. You're going to Missouri. I feel like
They would
anyone
look at
could
me
get,
here.
Anyone could get on the plane. Yeah,
Yeah.
Logan, they give you some stares that also.
Howdy.
Yeah, you're getting the line like to Missouri. They'd be like, oh, okay, just another space cowgirl going back to Missouri. If you told me that's the population there, I'd be like, true.
Space Cowgirl. So, anyways, that's Thursday night.
Oh my God.
Friday night is, let's see, it's a pool party, whatever. There was no dress code for that. And then that night we're doing black dresses and the bride's gonna wear white. So that's that night for dinner.
Okay.
Let's see, Saturday we rented boats and we all have to wear.
On multiple boats?
We got 2 boats because there's a bunch of us going. So we got 2
Very
pontoon
fun.
boats. It's gonna be a great time. But we all have to wear animal print swimsuits on that
Oh,
day.
Jesus Christ.
So of course I got my little cheetah print top, whatever. So that's the next one. And then
This is just
I feel like there was another
far
one.
too many things.
I don't know. So that's all I'm talking about though, is the fact that like I have a full blown itinerary. I could tell you where we're gonna be every second of every day. And then I have my outfits picked out for me for the whole trip. So I'm
Well, wow.
That's what I'm saying
I
is
like
that-
I like the idea that someone made all the decisions for you because I hate making decisions.
Right.
So like it's like, all right, I got to do all this, but I mean, some of it seems like
too much.
quite a bit.
I'm still
Quite a
very
bit.
excited to go, but I also then had to buy stuff for the Space Cowgirl theme, had to buy flights, had to get my rental car. So they're getting to be very expensive, and now they're turning into like a
You
whole
have to get a rental
production.
car? Why?
I have had to fly into Kansas City and then drive there. It's like a 2-hour drive.
Oh, I would absolutely, I would just be like, warmest wishes, best regards. I will not be there. You have to take planes, trains, and automobiles to get to this space cowgirl party? No, thank you. I would be like, I am so sorry.
You know,
it's probably one of Alyssa's best friends, and I'm like,
it is one of my best friends. It is one of my very best friends from high school, and I love her.
Sorry, mystery girl.
Oh, I'm still very excited.
It's gonna be fun.
I'm not saying that hers is the only one. All Bachelorette parties is what I'm getting at are turning into full-blown productions. They're like days long. It's destinations now. You have to spend money. You have itineraries and dress codes. They're turning into this whole thing. When did it come to that?
I don't know.
Didn't you used to just like go out to local bars?
Just go out one night, like right before the wedding, like a week before the wedding, and like just rip it.
Yeah.
Get a limo. Like that's your big thing. Get a limo. Who doesn't love a limo?
You could
I love a limo.
The amount of money that I've spent on trying to get to this bachelorette party would have been a great night out in Boston. I could spend $1,000.
You go to a club and actually buy the bottles.
Right. That's what I mean.
And like,
They're just turning into a whole thing. I'm still excited.
I also have this frustration, have had this frustration in the past, and been like, we're just gonna stay in Boston for mine. And you know what? That's not true.
It's not happening.
That's not true.
No.
You bitches made me travel. We're going to fucking Australia for mine.
Shut up.
We're going down under. Let's get ready. And no one can wear white. I just have it out for all my friends. My Bachelorette isn't even about me. It's about making it
just
most
revenge. It's a revenge tour.
And I'm inviting everyone that invited me.
You don't even want to have a good time.
You can only wear black the whole time.
You can only wear black. Yep. I'm going to buy stupid accessories and we're going to have to wear them.
Everyone has to wear a wig.
How about for a couple of they want to get like cardboard cutouts of the groom and like groom things.
Mm-hmm. Or tattoos of the groom's face. Have you seen those? Another trend?
I went to my cousin's and I had a tattoo of his face on my arm and I came back to work on Monday and it was so goddamn hot on the red line. I took off my sweatshirt and I was like, I don't even care. And I'm sitting there with some guy's face tattooed on my arm on the red line. Honestly, I wasn't the weirdest looking person on the red line.
I can imagine.
There's people like puking and sleeping and whatnot.
Yeah.
But then I went to work and I was just like, I'm so hungover, I don't even care. And I had to wear it around. And it literally did not come off.
You had it like out at work all day?
Yep. It was hot. I was hungover. I just reeked of booze. I didn't care. My boss was like, what the hell? And I was like, I just don't care. I don't have it in me to care. I'm so tired.
That's how you know it was a good party. You show up to work on Monday and you're like, just don't ask.
Fuck it. Yep.
Yes, I have a tattoo of the groom on my arm. Yes, I'm hungover.
It like didn't come off. Like it was on there for like 2 days. Like I scrubbed and it did not come off.
Those little tattoos, they never come off.
No.
Doesn't matter where you get them from. Even as a kid, those fuckers stayed on there for like a week.
Oh yeah, I had to like sit in the shower and like scrub his eyeballs off. I was like, this is the worst. This is the one of the worst inconvenient things that can happen at a bachelorette.
I don't know if we got tattoos of his face, but that was one of the things that this girl wanted to. So we'll see. I'll do a follow up next Wednesday and let everyone know how it goes.
I'm sure you'll still be hungover then.
I told work that my flight doesn't get back until 11 o'clock on Sunday, and they were like, "So you're not coming on Monday?" I was like, "Well, we'll see."
If I was going to Missouri for this space cowgirl party, I would drink my face off. I would want to be in outer space.
I mean, I'm sure we'll get there at some point. I really don't know.
I mean, well, God bless.
Thank you. How are bachelor parties going these days? Do you guys have dress codes and tattoos of the bride's face to put on your bodies?
So, my friends are all very wise men. None of them are married yet. And therefore, I have not been on any bachelor parties to speak of. But I can say that I'm actually kind of down with a destination. Like, look, don't get me wrong. If I've heard like a bunch of instances where bachelor parties like, hey, everyone, let's go to my buddy's house and I'll just drink till we pass out. And like, that's cool. I'll do that. And then I've heard of bachelor parties where it's like, dude, like we'll go to Vegas and we'll do this and that. I'm down for that too. I don't have any fucking expectations. I don't know. I'm down. I guess what I'm saying is like, I'm not like, you guys sound like you put like a lot of thought and effort into it. Like someone's just like, hey, we're getting together. Like just going to hang out. I'm like, all right.
So
whatever.
like, I want want somewhere in the middle of that. I want somewhere in the middle of we're just gonna get drunk in the living room until we pass out, and we're going to Vegas.
No, yeah, okay.
Which I guess is like New Hampshire.
So like okay, that's exactly it. Like I think like a very popular one.
It's like a nice lake house in New Hampshire.
No, that's exactly it. I think a popular one that I see now a lot, like with both Bachelor and Bachelorette parties, are like a house down the Cape for the weekend, a place in like Lake Winnipesaukee for the weekend, something
that's
like
all
that.
The ones I'm going
that's
to.
like a good, like, I think, intermediate thing. Like, don't get me wrong, like I would be down to go to like a few like bachelor parties, like in some cool like destinations, but if it was like repetitively, like every few months I had to like go do that, it would be too much.
Yeah. Which I think Missouri is like Kansas is New Hampshire. Or Nebraska, where are you from? somewhere with tumbleweeds. I feel like that is your New Hampshire, so maybe that is. It's just inconvenient for
Lake
you
of the
specifically.
Ozarks, yes. It's like it would be like traveling to go to New Hampshire,
Maine, New Hampshire,
okay, whatever. The Ozarks is actually a lot of fun. Did you ever watch the show Ozark?
I couldn't get into it.
It was a really good show.
Neither could I.
Yeah.
I didn't like the show, but I'm just saying that's where it was.
Oh, okay. Well, everything was too dimly lit. I didn't like it.
Yeah. Well, it's a fun summer vacation place. So I'm excited. It should be a good time. But then you also just reminded me that we're doing a lake house at Lake Winnipesaukee the weekend after that. So for those of you listening, I will be drunk for
full
10 days.
I just gotta say for future reference, because and you guys can both attest. Okay, whenever trips are planned amongst couples, even just groups of friends, it's always the girls doing the planning, and we get our marching orders and we follow along and we have a good time, and that's usually how it goes. But just for a future reference, next time we give you guys the reins and let you pick a trip, you gotta check if Braintree Day is falling on the same weekend or not.
What the hell is Braintree Day?
Oh, Dana, what isn't Braintree
It's
Day?
irrelevant. And we have a
Sounds
lake
like
house
a field
on
day in
that
elementary
day.
school.
Irrelevant. This, Alyssa, this is like the county fair and the, I don't know, what's another big thing in Nebraska?
The state fair.
This is like the county and the state fair had a baby.
The county and the state fair.
Yeah, the county state fair had a baby.
Those seem like two irrelevant things, making one giant irrelevant thing.
The Nebraska State Fair is a
okay.
huge thing.
Okay.
No, all right, but honestly, Braintree Day, it's literally the day that Braintree celebrates July 4th for some reason, and we just, everybody.
Why don't you just celebrate on July 4th and July 4th with the rest of America?
Well, because we have our own specific day, and there's a ton of block parties.
Were you independent later? Before, I mean?
Beforehand, yeah. Oh, yeah. We said fuck it way before the British let us. Yeah,
I'm sure
we were like-
Braintree, Massachusetts is like the ringleader in the independence.
Hold on, time out. Not to go down a geography or a history lesson, but Braintree basic according to quote Tim Dutcher's tweet from his senior year of college, Braintree invented Massachusetts and therefore America. So I'm sorry, you can disagree with it.
I do. Strongly.
All I'm saying is
because you're quoting Tim Dutcher as your
look,
history
your precious little Quincy. Where do you think that came from?
I'm not from Quincy.
Well, where do you think it came
from? Whitman, Massachusetts. And you know what? Massachusetts.
You know where Whitman came from?
Invented the Toll House cookie.
But you know where you came from?
And that is where America came from, baby.
Whitman came to be because Braintree took a little piece of land and we were like, here you go.
I know, Whitman sucks. I hate Whitman. I hate most of the people that come from it, still live in it.
Wait, so they invented Toll House cookie?
That's where the invention of the Toll House cookie. And you know,
is there like an original Toll House?
You know what's there now?
What?
A Wendy's. But there is still the original sign.
Oh, well, there's not like a
that
place.
Just
I was going to say we could go on a road trip.
No, it describes Whitman in a nutshell. Like,
I feel like that Wendy's should
food.
serve like a Toll House cookie, like be the only one in the country that sells Toll House cookies. That would be cool.
That would be cool, but Whitman's not that cool. Whitman sucks.
I
don't like Whitman like you like Braintree.
Wendy's isn't bad either.
Do you guys
can't really make fun of Whitman and have me get mad.
Well, look, Dana, when's Whitman Day?
There is no Whitman Day
Exactly.
because Whitman's terrible.
Exactly.
Whitman's terrible, but Braintree's not that much better.
Well, we have a day.
All right. Well,
and we like to celebrate it.
Okay.
Unless our girlfriends plan trips for us to go out of state during the weekend.
So there's just like fireworks? What does Braintree Day consist of?
You know what the best way I could describe it as? Do you ever see the movie The Sandlot?
Yeah.
It's like
like the 4th of July.
You know, like
party?
the 4th of July scene in like the Sandlot when it's just like block parties and everybody running around having fun. The whole town comes together and there's fireworks and carnivals and all. That's Braintree Day.
That's a carnival?
Braintree Day. Oh, it is a carnival.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know what? You're not allowed to have any fun at the lake house then. I don't want to see a smile on your face one time.
Look, I'll have fun, but I'm just
No,
gonna.
you're
I'm
not
just
allowed to.
saying, Just saying.
Maybe you should stay back
I
and celebrate Braintree Day.
That's not a punishment.
Oh no,
So-
you're coming. Don't you worry. So, anyways, we really went off on a tangent.
What's going on
there.
with the Bachelorette? I think you guys want.
that was our segue into the Bachelorette. Bachelorette episode 2 on Monday started off with some sex positive skits that led the virgin Mike to cry. You called that before it even happened.
Oh yeah. I mean, I am just so bored with this season.
Same.
It is so boring. I literally went out. I took my dog out, got ready for bed, then turned it back on, and then I was like, it's still on.
I didn't even watch the second half.
The celebrity dating game afterwards, hosted by Zoe Deschanel and
saw
Michael
that
Bolton.
come on, and
Way
then we
better.
turned it
They
on.
should
Yeah.
cut The Bachelorette in half and play that earlier because it was too late for me to stay up for the whole thing.
That actually wasn't
person.
bad. Yeah, I watched like 15 minutes of it.
That was funny.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Maybe we should start recapping that.
Yeah.
We should.
But anyways,
Michael Bolton looks old, but he still sings well.
I didn't think he was. I couldn't even believe he was alive.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm saying like he looks good for how old he is, but he's old.
Yeah.
Sure. But
But yeah, The Bachelorette. I mean, the second they started doing this like sex positive.
well, there was just a
stand-up
clip
show.
in the last one.
Oh, I knew
of
that was
him
when
crying.
the dweeb cried. But
He-
honestly, he
His
played
poem
that.
was so cute.
It wasn't cute. It was weird. I didn't like any of it. But it creeps me out. But he played that the absolute best and only way he possibly could.
To make it not super weird.
Yes.
Yeah. So I think he made it kind of cute.
I don't
'Cause
think
I
he
thought
made
it was
cute. I think
really
the whole
funny.
thing is weird.
Well, the second that they started talking about sex, his eyes literally like got watery, and I was like,
Oh yeah, he started
chill
crying. I'm like,
out. Like
pull
you're
it
a
together,
virgin. Can you
weirdo.
not even talk about it? It was really cute the way that he.
I don't know. The
The
whole
poem
thing
was
weirds
cute.
me out.
I don't know.
But
I thought
that
he was kind of cute.
That was literally his only choice, was to do something like that.
I agree. He played it off the best he could, given the situation.
I feel like they do this shit on purpose. I feel like every season of like The Bachelor or Bachelorette or any type of dating show, production always just throws a virgin in the mix just to watch
Oh, yeah.
them be
No,
uncomfortable
the
and
second-
squirm. And it's just so cruel. It's like, dude, you know what's going to happen.
The
You
second
know it's
they
gonna
saw his
happen.
tape and he said he was a virgin, they were like, "This guy's in. Put him in the pile with the
Yeah.
other ones."
Like, oh,
they made a virgin
yeah.
the Bachelor.
Yeah.
They literally.
Isn't he the gay one?
Oh, he's gay now. Yeah,
Yeah.
but he was the Bachelor.
That was self-explanatory then. Yeah, that went
Colton.
hand in hand.
You know Colton Underwood. He jumped the fence. Were we dating then? Did we watch that together? I don't think.
Yeah, we did. No, we did.
When he jumped the fence.
We did. I don't know what you mean jump the fence. Is that a metaphor for becoming gay?
No, if you watch the season,
The closet.
What do you mean jumping the fence? What does that mean?
If you watch the season, he like has this big like blowout and ends up like jumping a fence, and it's a whole thing. That's what the whole season was based.
I
around,
can't
was
say
him
I
jumping a
watched the
fence.
season intently.
Did you watch his,
No.
Colton?
No.
Oh, then never mind. Nobody gets it. Maybe the listeners will understand. So after the sex positive skits, we had the.
I had some notes. I have some notes.
Well, then we went on to the one-on-one date with Greg.
I love Greg. There's 3 bullet points in my notes say I love Greg. I love him. He's so funny. He's so cute.
I need to turn
He's
this
so
down 'cause it's gonna be
unintentionally
loud.
funny. And I also wrote that
Thank you.
I wrote that he's gonna win because they have that dead dad bond. I wrote Greg will win because dead dad bond.
That too. I don't know.
Just straight to the point. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Yep. Yeah. And then okay, so my notes.
Dead dad.
So my notes, I have 3 bullet points that go, I love Greg. I still love Greg. Greg will win because of dead dad bond. And that's kind of what wraps up the whole episode for me, in my opinion.
I don't know.
He waited a long time to tell her. Because like when I watched the episode with you,
They
went
went
through
lead
the-
with the dead dad.
Well, they went through the whole like most
no,
of the
but it was
date
like
and then
they,
brought it up.
no. They went through the whole date. Like she made the focal point, like about like how it was like a memory from like her childhood. She used to do it with her dad, and like she talked the whole time on the date, like about like the fact that like, she used to do it with her dad. And then that dude never once thought to offer up and be like, I know what you're thinking. Like, my dad passed away too. And then like he waited until like they were in like a
dinner.
creepy like one-on-one.
Yeah.
And then he was like, by the way, my dad died too. And she was, you could
if
tell
he's
it.
lying?
No, like you could tell it. His dad's just
I
at home
have-
watching like, what?
He did it to win, and then when he does one, he's like, shit, I can't kill my dad.
He's like, fuck. He's like, Dad, you can't leave the house ever again.
You hire a hitman for your own dad.
No, but even you could tell, even she obviously like felt a connection to it, but you could tell at first her face was almost like, oh, you telling me this now? Like,
She was very surprised.
yeah.
I saw a TikTok that had some tea on Greg.
Oh no, is it gonna make me not like Greg?
Yeah,
I'm
and I would like to
fully
read it.
devoted to Greg.
So, the message says, my best friend dated a fan favorite contestant on The Bachelorette very seriously for a year and a half, and he was awful to her. This sweet, shy boy act is exactly that, an act. He really is actually an actor. I've personally witnessed him throw a fit and call her terrible names for wearing a mini dress, so I can only imagine what happened behind closed doors. He broke up with her. She was extremely upset, and then he made her take an Uber an hour back to her apartment alone. Whatever. There's more to this. I just need to read
Seems
the
like
bottom
she
of
was
this.
probably at fault here.
All I'm
Someone's face
saying
in
is,
it.
all I heard
How
was
short was her
that.
mini dress? I love Greg.
Yeah,
I told you, I will go. I'm a ride or die. I'll go down with that ship if someone makes fun of the one I like. So
I just don't know.
fuck that girl in her mini dress.
Oh, he'd
Yeah.
been emailing with producers while they were still dating. Getting the exposure was part of his plan to launch his career.
It is a little sus that he's an actor.
wait, he's actually an actor?
Yeah.
Well, wants to be, or allegedly. is
I
one.
mean, look, we can all face this, right? We talked about this back when it was still The Bachelor with Matt James, and you guys were just starting on Ladies' Night. I said this, like, no one's actually there looking for love, right? At this point, The Bachelor and The Bachelorette have literally just become a way for people to launch their like media careers as like influencers or actors or models. Like, you join The Bachelor, Bachelorette, instantly get like verified and get a ton of followers on social media, and then whatever happens in the show happens. You play it up for the camera, and then you leave and start like your career making money off of like your clout. That's all it is. No one wants love.
I mean, yes,
You're not wrong.
accurate. You're not wrong.
Yeah. But it's still entertaining.
Oh no, for sure. But it's like, that's why it pisses me off when like there'll be like an episode like like, dude, he's here for the wrong reasons, dude. I just want to let you know he's here for the wrong reasons. Like, you're all here for the wrong reasons. You're all fucking clowns.
Yeah,
Like,
it's just who reveals himself first.
Exactly. I don't know.
I had a note at the very beginning. It's my first note, and it says, "Are the girls drinking glasses of milk?" Did you see the three of them sitting down? It was Tasha, Caitlin, and what's her face? The one, Katie. They're all sitting there, and they had like some. It looked like they were drinking milk. Did you see that?
Was it like a pina colada or something?
I don't know, but it was weird. It was in like a glass, and I was like, "Are they drinking milk?" And so I didn't even hear anything they said. That's the only thing I was concentrated the whole time.
Would you drink a glass of milk? Just
Cow
plain
milk?
Yeah.
No.
Why?
Cow milk? If you drink cow milk in 2021, you're disgusting.
I'm from Nebraska. So.
Okay. I mean, yeah, tumbleweed, but ew.
Have you ever just had a glass of milk?
Not since I was maybe 8.
Well, no. All right, look. First off,
I drink oat milk.
I feel like I
and
literally
almond milk.
grew up
Look,
on a different planet.
I get the
You did. We've already
Here's the
talked
thing.
about this space cow.
I
girl.
get the
You grew up in
alternatives,
Nebraska.
okay? I get the alternatives, but we got to stop calling it milk, okay? Because it's not milk. Almonds don't have milk. Fucking
It's milk.
whatever. Soy doesn't have milk.
They make milk.
It's milk substitute. It's not milk. It's a white
Cow's milk.
Cow is milk. Cows have
milk.
milk. Cows have milk. Almonds do not have milk. Soybeans
make
do
milk.
not have milk. They don't
You
make
make milk out of them.
You cannot. You cannot milk
grind
an
them all
almond.
up
and then
this.
it's the liquid
Cannot
of
milk
it.
an
Not
almond.
getting
That's not
into
a
this.
real milk.
Yeah,
Not
that's
getting
fake
into this.
milk. People from Nebraska
Whatever. So
take
I'm trying
offense.
to save the planet here
What's cow's milk doing to the planet?
because they. I'm not getting into this.
Don't.
But uses a lot of water, uses a lot of land, and also you torture the goddamn cows.
No, we don't.
Also vegetarian. Okay, all right. Okay, you specifically.
I
do you
can't
have
get into this.
Do you have your cow that you sit out there and milk?
No.
Then you have no idea where it's coming from.
I can't get into this conversation.
I can't also get into this conversation.
Yeah, the farm is.
We've
pretty,
got plenty of land for them in Nebraska also. It's
Okay,
not a
well
waste
you're in
of land.
Massachusetts where they don't.
Yeah. Well, there aren't too many cattle ranches here
I mean, I don't think there
Massachusetts.
are any.
Cattle ranches are for beef and meat. Cows, like milk, those are two different
Those are dairy
things.
farms.
Yeah.
Dairy farms. See?
It's all very sad.
Yeah, I mean,
You're a vegetarian, so you wouldn't like this topic.
well,
It's all
Seems
very
like a
sad.
sore subject for you.
It is a sore subject for me.
yeah,
Cow milk drinkers.
I'll take all the animal products you got. Honestly, but no, but yeah,
Speaking of cows,
I don't know what started this.
the girls were drinking milk, possibly.
Oh, okay.
what if it wasn't milk? What if it was almond milk and you misjudged it?
I still think it's weird to sit there and drink a
all
glass
right,
of
fair
milk.
enough.
As your like beverage of choice while you're sitting there having a conversation.
Sorry, equally weird.
Speaking of cows, I wrote, I would murder somebody if they woke me up with a cowbell.
Oh,
If you woke me up with a cowbell,
100%.
you will face whatever consequences will be thrown at you. And I cannot tell you what they would be. But they would not be good.
Justin could wake me up just by walking by the bed and I would fucking murder him. Nonetheless, if you come into the room with a cowbell next to my head and start banging the shit out of it, if you walk past that creaky part in the floor while I'm sleeping and you wake me up, pissed.
Yeah.
I always tell him it's poking the bear. Just don't wake me up. Nonetheless, come next to my head with a cowbell.
I would
I'll
be
punch you.
absolutely furious. I would scream. I would throw the biggest hissy fit you've
Like,
ever
send
seen in
me
your
home,
whole
I'm
life.
done.
Oh yeah, I'd be like, I'm done. This with this. At what cost? I could find love, but at what cost?
So
cowbell.
like also too, I mean, really like. Does there have to be some sort of like scripting or like coordinating
Oh, it's
like
all
with that?
scripted.
Because I was gonna say like,
I mean, yes, they obviously they all knew. Okay, hey, we're coming in.
okay,
With a cowbell.
right? Okay, because
Like, they-
you got to know that,
Yeah.
right?
You can't just wake somebody
That's
up.
what I'm saying.
out of a
Yeah,
dead
that's what I'm
sleep
saying.
On national television. And
Like, what if the dude's like taking a shit or something? You just bust in with a cowboy. He's like, dude, I can't come out right now. He's like, I'm mid shit.
How do you?
That was not what I thought of.
That's also not what I thought of.
That was
but would be equally as horrible
Good
as what
point.
I was thinking of.
that's probably the most horrifying situation I can come up with.
Someone comes in with a cowbell while you're taking a shit.
Yeah, that's pretty awful.
It's just, that
Pretty
is terrible.
awful. Yeah.
I mean, as like a girl, like if they were to, on national television, you were to wake me up out of
Wake me
dead
up?
sleep.
No.
No. I'll sue you. I'll sue your ass. I'd not sign up for this.
Send me home. I'm done.
I'm sure there's like a 200-page contract where that could be in it that I wouldn't read.
It says you should be prepared for the following:
Yeah.
being woken up by a cowbell.
by cowbell specifically.
It's kind of weird they got them in hotel rooms too.
Oh yeah, they're staying at the La Quinta Inn or something. It's
No,
so
that
funny.
that was the other season.
Oh, I don't know what this one is, but seems equally
was-
as
It
bad.
literally looks just like a
Claire's
motel.
season, yeah.
Tough. Times are tough. They had to pay Chris Harrison out. Budgets are tight.
Yeah.
They're scraping up the funds now.
Yep. And I thought it was really weird they made a mud wrestle. Everyone was like, "Ooh, yeah, they're mud wrestling. Like,
No.
love this." I thought it was so weird. I was like, "Why am I watching two grown men mud wrestle?"
They do that to get the testosterone going because, once these freaking guys who are already fighting over the same girl, so they already have like all their shits, like their testosterone and shit, and then they put them in a ring together to go at it.
I just
What
thought
do
it
you
was
think they're going to
super
do?
Weird.
That's why they had an ambulance. They're like, yeah, these guys are going to kill each other.
It was weird.
I mean, I thought it was so weird.
It was weird. Even because like some of the
Like
dudes
this is
like
so strange.
it made some of the dudes like look like such kind of like
Pussies.
yeah. Because
Yeah, but then there was also ones that were trying really hard, and I'm like, this is so
Too
weird.
hard.
You're
Exactly.
getting so angry.
There was
and like, you're
there
in a
needed to be a
pit of
middle ground.
mud. Yeah, it was so awkward.
Like if you're one of those dudes who's like growling and snarling at some other dude rolling around in the mud like that, it's weird.
Yeah.
But if you're also one of the dudes who's on camera going like, "Oh, I was lucky just to make it. That guy could have killed me."
Yeah.
I was like, "Dude, you're a pussy.
Yeah.
You're a huge pussy."
Both
Like,
equally not a good look.
yeah. So there's got to be. You could just have fun with it, but don't be a hardo and don't be a fucking pussy about it. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they got woken up out of a dead sleep to a cowbell and
to
then
go
had
then-
to go fight each
And
other.
then had
in
to
the
go
mud.
mud wrestle. I'd be like, this, Katie, sorry,
Take
you're
me
not
out.
worth it.
Take me out of the game.
Also, I thought it was funny that like they made them stay in like their boxers and shit, but they had them change it. I thought it was like the whole point was like they were putting them in their boxers and shit because they were gonna like mud wrestle, like they were gonna
put
do
them
that.
in
And
jeans and a cowboy
yeah, then they
hat.
put them in jeans and a cowboy hat. I'd be like, you could have just clothed them for the walk down.
Yeah.
Like it was just so unnecessary.
It's way more entertaining.
Yeah.
I had something to say.
Well, it was
and
Aaron
escaped
and
my
Cody got
brain.
into a fight for that.
So we found out that the two guys that got in a fight knew each other from home.
But we still didn't get an explanation as to what the beef was. Like, what was the issue? Other
Because
than they knew each other from home.
Okay, I have 3 notes also here that says Carl sucks.
Oh, Carl does suck. I'm glad that he went home.
No,
No. Carl's
we
the
don't,
psychopath.
we don't know if he went home.
Cody's the one that went home.
Yes, because Carl, right?
No, Aaron.
Oh,
This was
God.
Aaron
See,
and
there's
Cody.
too many of them at this point. I like it when there's like 3 or 4, so I know their names.
That's what I
Way
said.
too many.
I don't try to learn their names. I just looked it up before we got here.
Okay, well, the
Aaron
one
and
that
Cody
told
knew each other from home.
tattled on the other one.
Aaron.
Okay, that one. He said that the other one's not here for the right reasons because he's like a crazy person and you knew him from home and he's crazy and he's just seen him. So the thing is, he said too many vague things. He said a bunch of vague things and got the guy sent home. Like, you got hard, cold facts.
Cold hard facts.
I can't talk. Getting really
The
frustrated.
alcohol gummy getting to you?
I guess so. My God, it's that whiskey gummy.
Can't think now. But also,
All the guys were tattling and just saying really vague things, and I'm like, you got to really come here with facts, or it's just a waste of time.
No, 100%. None of them are there for the right reasons for starters.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
No,
what the hell Katie's
that was my
thinking.
point earlier. That's
So
what
they're
I'm
all
saying.
just tattling on each
Exactly.
other,
Yeah.
and they all look like vaginas. But Cody, the guy that got sent home because Aaron tattled on him and was like, I know I'm from home, whatever, he's not here for the right reasons. And Katie went to talk to him, and she's like, look, like Aaron brought up this stuff. It's really concerning to me. Like, I just want to talk to you about it. And he's like, well, I guess it could be true. Like,
Well,
I don't
because,
really, like, he wasn't like defending himself. I'm like, what are you doing?
Well, because the other guy said such vague things.
Yeah.
He was like, I've seen him be asshole sometimes. Like, we've all been assholes sometimes. Like,
For
what the hell are you
sure.
talking about? Give me, and that's what the guy said. He was like, I don't know what he's talking about. Like, I literally don't know what situation he's talking about. I would need some more storylines here. The amount of times I don't remember I was an asshole to someone, I can't even like count on my hands
Too
and
many.
toes. So if someone were to come up to me and be like, hey, that guy said you were an asshole at one point. And so like, I don't know if you're a good person. I'd be like, I'm going to
Which
need more
time?
details than that. I'm going to need more context, more details than
So-
what you're telling me.
I mean,
right
look, I think it would like it almost like I get it. Production could edit those clips deceptively, like and cut things and expressions and gestures to make it look like he was more guilty than he actually was. But if that's the case, they did a good job because I knew nothing about that dude, nothing about that show.
Nothing.
And we both were sitting there watching him being accused. And yeah, it was super vague. Like she was even yelling, like, what happened? Like, what
And
happened?
he's like, I don't know.
But he came off as so guilty and like
Yeah.
flustered. Like he
Yeah.
almost like he was almost like sitting there like
He like couldn't come up with an
"Ooh,
excuse.
yeah."
Like that's what it
he was
looked
like caught
He's
like
I guess.
red-handed, like
I don't
you
know.
got me.
I kind of sided with the,
You saw
sided
it
with the other
different.
guy.
I don't know.
Because I just picture myself being on TV. There's a girl I don't really know, but I'm trying to make her fall in love with me, yelling
Marry
at
her.
me about, marry her, about something that I'm not sure that I did. I'm not really sure what's going on. I would probably be like, I don't know what's happening
Here's my
right
thing.
now.
I also love confrontation. So I would be like, you know what?
Psycho.
No, I love it. If there's an issue, we're going to sit down. We're going to figure it out.
Oh,
if I have
God.
drama with my friends, we're going to figure it out.
Nope, that's not
Justin
me.
loves that
That
fact
is
about me,
not
don't you?
me.
I do.
All the
yeah.
arguments, we sit
I
down
love
and talk
talking
them out.
about my feelings.
I will literally avoid something. I will not talk about it. Oh my God.
I just hate the awkwardness.
Yeah,
I'm
me
like,
too.
if you want to like have the beef, then
I'll
we
just
need to
pretend
talk
like it
about what
never
the beef
happened. I'll
is.
just
And then
pretend
you
like
can
it
talk
never
about
happened.
That's the thing.
I'll
Alyssa,
sweep it so far under
me
the rock,
too.
you will never even know it existed.
Alyssa will always be like, "How are you just back to normal?" And I'm like,
I literally
I don't know.
pushed
What do you
it
want to
so
talk about it?
pushed it so far back in my brain that it's almost like it didn't happen.
exactly.
We get through the argument, and then I'm still like, we squashed it, and then we'll sit down, and I'll be like, okay, now do you want to talk about what happened just then? And Justin's like, I thought we were.
my.
I literally look at him like, I thought we talked about it. Like I thought it was over.
Jesus.
But anyways, back to the
That is, I'm sorry, that is literally my worst nightmare.
that is called a healthy relationship.
Oh, I don't have those. No, I don't have those.
Yeah.
It's much more convenient to
Yeah, just bury it. Bury it deep.
push it down.
All right.
Feelings, no.
We are on different pages with that. So back to the Bachelorette though. My whole thing is that if I'm sitting there and someone's accusing me of shit, I'm gonna be like, why don't we go grab him and find out like what the issue is?
Oh, okay. So maybe I just am more like the guy that got kicked off. I would just sit there and be like, I don't know.
No, if I was on The Bachelor and some other girl there was telling the guy like, oh, like Alyssa's not there for the right reasons, blah blah blah, I'd be like, where the fuck is she? Let's go find out what she's got to say.
Okay.
Let's get all three of us in a room and let's chat it out.
God, that sounds so terrible. I hope I'm never in a position like that. But I do, if it's like all strangers and I'm like, okay, what did this girl say about me? They should have brought them all together and they should have like kind of figured it out.
Production's not
like
going to
that.
do that though, because that would resolve the issue, and production doesn't want to resolve
I
the
will
issue.
say
They
that-
want to keep the shit going.
I will say this though, the
Or it would
one
turn into
thing,
a
and
brawl.
again, it could just be deceptive editing, but the one thing that I thought was unfair is like, okay, it's only week 2. This chick doesn't even like really know either of these two
That's
dudes,
the thing.
right?
It's like a stranger yelling at you for something you did one time. And be
Exactly.
Like, I'm sorry, what
Well, so
is happening?
that's what got me a
I would
little
look guilty
upset.
too. I would look guilty too, for
okay. So to your point, that's what got me a little upset is because so whatever the first dude, Aaron, whoever it was, right? He went and like told her that okay, XYZ about this dude, but then like instead of her like confronting this dude and being like, hey, like I like heard these things, like can we talk about it? Like she started attacking him, like she was like yelling at him, like basically being like, I heard this shit, like what the fuck do you got to say for yourself? And he was like, I wasn't really expecting this. But like she didn't approach him as if he had a chance to be like to give his side of the story. She basically like attacked him, and I think he was kind of just like backed into a corner.
I feel like she did a little bit until the second time she wanted to talk to him, and then she was just like, you know what, I'm done.
Yeah.
She did give him a
Talked to him
chance. She
twice.
gave him a chance to speak up,
And he was
didn't.
I don't know what
Yeah.
he's talking about.
I don't know. I side with the other guy because I probably have the exact same reaction. Man, honestly, you're a stranger yelling at me on national television. I have no clue what's happening.
I'm not going to fight back and look stupid. You know, if you want to send me home, okay,
Yeah, yeah.
let's roll with it.
But so yeah, I mean that guy got kicked off. I also think
didn't
she's
really like him though.
I didn't know him. I don't know any of them. I only know Carl because I hate him, and I know Greg because I love him. And
Carl?
the firefighter hockey player.
Oh God, he's hot. I like him.
God, yeah, he's very hot. And James in a box.
He's my
I know
number
him.
one. No, the firefighter's my number one. Oh, he's also a firefighter in training. Justin pointed out.
Yeah, it was.
He's not a real firefighter.
That you could. That's
Okay,
that's how you can tell he's like.
but he's gonna be there one day.
He'll
So
be there one day.
Yeah, but
believe
like he's
him.
posting pictures like him in his uniform. She's like, dude, you're in training.
Someone's a little jealous.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. You don't brand yourself as a firefighter when you're in training.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
I don't know.
It's
And
like a
then
marketing tactic.
I said, why
It's
would she
working for him.
believe Carl when he said something so vague? Like he was like, some people might not be here for the right reasons, and that's all I'm gonna say.
And then
And
she's
I'm
like,
gonna say
"Who?" And he's like, I'm not
nothing
gonna
else.
say it.
Do you think there was any shit though that was said off camera that like they couldn't air for the sake of the show that maybe had more
100%.
description or details as to what the accusations were?
I don't. Well, I mean,
No, because
no,
the conversation was.
Because it almost just seemed like it seemed like if everything was as vague as they made it seem, then the events that followed were ridiculous. It almost made it seem like they was stuff they couldn't show us, and they were just trying to like.
So I think she's really taken this sex positive, I'm here for the right reasons shtick way too far. Like she's
too
gonna,
far.
anyone says anyone's here for the wrong
Yeah.
reasons, going home.
Yeah.
Going home. That's
far.
it. Like that's her thing. So I'm not surprised she got so upset
Yeah.
and like started sobbing. Like, God, what a clear overreaction.
Yeah.
You don't even know
She's
these
like,
people.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, oh my, yeah. It was just
Settle down.
the dramatics
Yeah.
were
Why don't you let it play out?
unmatched.
Let the show take its course.
She is like
I don't like her.
I don't like her either. I think she's unhinged, but and I think most of those guys are too.
She
But
also walks like I don't know. She's just like a very broad-shouldered when she walks. It just really irritates me, and I don't know.
okay, well, she can't
I'm
help the way
sorry.
she walks. I don't like
She
her
could help
personality.
the
You
way
can
she
change your
walks.
personality.
Well,
But
I don't know.
the next bullet point was names, Carl. We want names. If you're gonna go out of
Gonna
your
call
way
people out.
to say something, say who it is.
Yeah.
Or
Why
else you
stir
have
the pot?
Or else you have literally no backing and you look like a moron.
On national television, you look like a freaking moron.
he looked like a huge moron.
He looked like a huge moron. His stupid bug eyes. I'm like, put your eyes back in your head and shut up.
Everyone
Carl.
made fun of him for his sex positive little shtick that he did because he's supposed to be a motivational speaker. That is his career. That's what he does. And then he got up there,
Also, how is that a career?
a motivational speaker.
Yeah.
I feel like people do that. That's not like super weird. Is
Like,
it?
I think it's super weird. You motivationally speak for a living?
I'm not saying I would do it. I'm just saying that there are people out there that do that for a living and make good money. What's the guy's
Do you
name?
have it,
That Tony Romo.
Tony Perkins?
No, it's not Tony Romo. Is it?
He's a
Tony Perkins.
No, I don't think
he's a football player.
Oh no, Tony Perkins was the dude in that Fat Camp movie with the blob. Where that Ben Stiller played, remember? That's one of the. Dude, I gotta watch
Heavyweights.
Heavyweights. That was the movie. Well, Tony Robbins is who we're thinking of.
Heavyweights is a great movie.
Heavyweights. That's the movie, and that's the character I'm thinking of. Yeah. Okay, I need to rewatch that. That was a great movie.
Great movie.
Great
Also,
movie.
I cannot believe the occupation motivational speaker exists.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's what Carl does. Well, he's also a psychopath, so
Yeah. Yeah, he's crazy.
maybe only psychopaths do it. And the way that he talks and the way that he did his little presentation for the sex positive thing blows my mind that he has made a living out of being a motivational speaker because it was terrible.
It blows my mind that anybody can make a living doing that.
Yeah, maybe he has an OnlyFans. He just didn't want to say it.
I'm an accountant.
Maybe. I don't know. Maybe all of that's true. But I guess, we started saying I'm so bored with this season, and then there was just so much we talked about. But I guess
It's mostly just making fun of people, though. It's not like taking the season seriously.
yeah.
I am mostly bored, but there's little things
There's
here and
small
there that
things,
are funny.
Yeah, to keep me. Will I tune in next week? Yes. Will I say it's boring? Yes.
Will she make me tune in next week? Yes. Will I think it's boring?
Yes.
No.
No.
Danny sent
Only
me the same
Justin.
Snapchat that same night. Cam had his eyes glued on the TV, and as soon as you bitch about it until you sit down and start watching it, and then you're like, what did that guy just say?
See, Andy
What's
won't watch
going
with me.
But no, well, so here's the thing.
He just downright refuses.
We don't really have a
So does he.
choice because
Just sit him down.
there's only we live in like this little loft, and there's only 3 rooms, and one of them is the bathroom. So the other 2 are the bedroom, which doesn't have a TV, and
good bed hygiene.
the little family room. Exactly. So that's essentially when Alyssa's got The Bachelor on, I'm pretty much
Forced.
by
Tuned
default tuned into The Bachelor. And so, okay, yeah, sometimes I do watch it, sometimes I do pay attention, but I don't enjoy it. Don't get that vibe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't enjoy it.
I live in a 750 square foot apartment with 3 TVs.
There you go.
Do you have a TV in your bedroom?
Bedroom, den.
That's the way to
Living
go.
room.
That's the way to go. I prefer it. She yells at me. She hates it all the time. I am a big TV when you go to sleep guy.
I
I-
want the room cold and pitch black.
No.
And my fan
I want,
on in the background.
I want the room warm and I want a TV on.
Oh, Jesus.
Honestly,
That's how I am. That's how I am.
I also don't mind it like warm. But
How do you sleep warm.
I used to have really bad bed hygiene where I would literally like do work in bed. I would eat in bed. So gross. I am disgusting. Watch TV in bed.
Oh, I love that.
And then I got Justin are really on the same page. I think
No, honestly,
I don't know.
well, no, because
you can move in with Andy. Justin and I are gonna live together. We're gonna eat in bed and watch TV and not talk about our
You're
feelings.
only gonna live in bed.
Well, no, you know
be
what?
like those grandparents from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
I think it's like funny because like so that's just always how I've been. Like I have to like when it comes to the hot versus cold, here's my argument. I fully understand that like when you go to bed, like I understand like sometimes like wanting it to be like in like a cold room and like snuggle up under the blankets. But dude, waking up in the morning
And
to
it's
an ice cold room,
freezing.
that's the
Oh,
worst
the
thing in the world. How do you
worst.
get out of bed to that? It's like, no, if I fall asleep and I'm nice and comfortable when it's warm, and I wake up and I'm nice and comfortable, and when I take the blankets off, I'm
Nice
not
and
fucking,
comfortable.
yes, I'm
Oh,
comfortable.
yeah.
And
Yep.
that makes it way easier to get out of bed.
Sit on
Okay.
the toilet seat and it's ice cold.
You can't do that. No,
Can't do
yeah,
that.
you can't do
I
that.
have a
do
follow-up
that.
question. So when you're super tired and you need to wake yourself up, what do?
Take a nice cold shower. But that to wake myself up, I don't want to sleep.
Can
So
I be
you
honest,
get out of
Justin? That
bed-
really goes against your argument.
When ice cold room, it wakes me up.
No, because it's different. So the ice cold room just makes me uncomfortable. The ice cold shower is like so cold it like shocks my system, so that when I get out of the shower, anything else, whether it's the outside, the room around me, nothing else is cold. Everything else is warm. But when I get out of bed into a cold room, that's just like I'm like, fuck, I hate my life.
I don't know.
I make a nice stiff cup of coffee and I wake myself up.
I don't do
That
caffeine
too.
though. That's the problem. I used to do like a hot cup of tea or caffeine when it's cold, but I don't do caffeine anymore.
I'm addicted to coffee, but
I'm also addicted to coffee.
that's the thing. I just need it to be pitch black. He loves the TV in the room. He always has his phone. He now has to sleep with headphones in because I couldn't do it.
Well,
He would have his laptop or his phone.
yeah, for
playing,
like our
yeah.
first year of dating, I got away with bringing a laptop to bed and falling asleep watching like Netflix or some shit. And
Oh, yeah.
then Eventually,
Nope.
that was overruled, and now I have to bring
I
my.
sound so mean. I make you wear headphones to bed. and
I
sleep in a
got
cold
lots
room.
of
Not
sorry
that
to change the subject, but I got lots of dating horror stories.
Oh
Okay,
yeah,
so
let's
actually,
get into a
there's more
couple
in
of
my
those.
DMs.
Yeah, for
All right,
sure.
so we did post on our social media. If you haven't seen it, if you did and replied, thank you. But if you haven't, go ahead and look at our social media, ladiesnight_HB. Is that what it is? Yeah.
Yep.
Check us out on Instagram. We're going to be posting more things like this. We want to hear from our listeners, our viewers. We want your feedback, your input, your questions. If you want our advice, not that we have good advice, but we'll give you some sort of advice. But go ahead and follow us on Instagram and Twitter, ladiesnight_HB. We posted about some dating horror stories this time.
Was it all ladies that responded to you?
No, the first one I pulled up is a guy.
Oh, all
it
right.
actually kind of goes with the theme that we were talking about earlier.
All right.
It's not really a date, but he said his ex-girlfriend slept with a male stripper at her friend's Bachelorette. That sucks for that guy.
So that would be a dating horror story.
That is a fucking nightmare, but
Slept
with a male stripper
yeah.
Ew.
at the Bachelorette. Oh,
So that kind of goes along with what we were talking about.
why would you want to?
Oh, I didn't even know how to. I'm so bad at
many
Instagram.
follow-up
I didn't even know
questions.
how to check the answers thing out more than I thought. All right, what is this next one?
Also, who wants a male stripper at their Bachelorette party? I've never found
Isn't that custom?
female
don't
strippers
know.
at bachelor parties. I
do
feel
you
like is more custom.
Oh, that's custom as fuck. I'm talking. Yeah, but don't you guys equality? Don't you guys do the opposite shit?
No,
No.
I don't find that. I don't find that attractive.
This is from my cousin. I can say it's from my cousin's husband because maybe I can't. I don't know.
Don't say which cousin. Don't.
So it's not Dana's family at all. This is from an anonymous viewer.
I'm not gonna say it. Because I already revealed that.
It
so I'm not
narrows
gonna
down
say
the
that.
cousin.
So let's see. What else do I have?
Was there anything from an anonymous viewer?
There was some other good
All
stuff.
of them
I
are
just need
anonymous.
To
We're not
navigate
gonna-
Instagram. I'm really bad at it. Okay, so one girl said, whoa. I went on a date with a guy, and the entire time he talked about his ex-girlfriend. Like, we did not talk about anything else. And then I got a bloody nose at the dinner table. I told him it wasn't going to work out, and then he stalked me, texted me, and called me a billion times. Then he called me a cunt and all this good stuff. That was fun. Fucking psychopath. So that was...
Guys that talk about their exes the whole time are clearly insecure and have
yeah.
underlying issues.
Oh, yeah. But I feel like the universe was like telling her, like, why?
Here's your bloody
Yeah,
nose.
why is this girl still here? Give her a bloody nose and she'll go
Here's
home.
your ticket home.
Yeah, so that is a
Take the
nightmare.
bloody nose and roll with it.
Let's see. One guy I dated accused me of giving him an STD on his neck because he had a lump, and called me to ask. Obviously, I didn't because I'm clean, and that's also not how STDs work.
I was just gonna say,
A
what kind
lump
of
on his
STD
neck?
gives you a
I
lump?
think that guy might have had cancer.
Yeah,
but
is it-
Jesus
that guy's a way
Christ.
more serious
Yeah, you
disease.
should-
You
Yeah,
should probably get that checked out.
he's blaming his girl.
Oh my God. I was 3 dates in, and this guy gave me a gift for Christmas. The gift was a legit recycled gift from his mom and had a card in it from her, and it was a bunch of lotions and stuff that I never asked for. That didn't last, LOL.
A little creepy.
It's so creepy giving someone a box of lotions.
I don't know. It's creepy. You're regifting the lotions, or the fact that your mom got you.
Yeah,
you
why
a
did your
box
mom
of
give you a
lotions.
bunch of lotions?
That's a valid
Yeah.
point. But also, gifts around like holidays when you first started dating are like really awkward. How do you navigate that?
So look, I gotta say, I got better at, or I hope I'm getting better at gift giving, because I don't.
Me?
Yeah.
I'm having a great time.
Okay.
with it.
Good.
I'm just saying, like,
Because I've
so-
given some shitty gifts before, and I know I have.
Not to
so-
me.
I know, but I'm saying
Oh.
that it happens.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can give a shitty gift.
No, it happens. I'm just saying, like, if you start dating like right before Christmas or right before Valentine's Day, and it's like, ooh, like I have to get you something.
We started
But also-
dating right before Valentine's Day.
Yeah. And I got like, your gift was perfect. It was like the flowers, the chocolates, whatever. And we went out for like a date night.
Okay, this is a good one.
But like if we actually like got each other gifts, that's weird.
Yeah, it would have been weird.
It's just hard to navigate.
So I once woke up, I don't know if this is part of the story, but I once woke up on Martha's Vineyard, and I was in my apartment, but the guy I woke up next to was not cute. So I decided she's the nightmare of this story. So I decided the easiest way to get him out of my bed and life was to wake up in a panic and pretend that I didn't know whose apartment we were in and cry because I got lost on the way back to my place. He bolted out the door and I ran behind him, went to my neighbors, which meant ran to my neighbors, which meant I walked back out of view and just went back into my same place that I just kicked him out of. True story.
All right.
Imagine concocting. So the fact that she thought up that plan, you know, the only way I can't just wake him up and say, hey, you know, I had a good time, but it's probably time for you to leave. That's what a normal person does. While I think it's awkward and I love confrontation too, it's still an awkward conversation to have. Mm-hmm. She thought, you know, no, I'm going to scream and lose my shit and pretend we're in some stranger's apartment and physically run out of my apartment with this man.
Oh, yeah.
Only to turn around and walk back in.
That seems like something you've done before.
Why don't you ask him to like go pick up coffee down the street and then lock him out or something?
All right, because
then he
that's actually worse.
knows where you live.
That's way
and then
worse.
Also knows that you've locked him out. That I can't see.
I'd rather be deceitful than just straight up mean. All right, go get me some coffee. Then he buys you some coffee and he comes back and you just don't let him in.
Options. I love confrontation, so I probably would have been like, you know what? It's probably best if you left.
I would just be like, okay, great, bye, and then block his number and never talk to him again.
Yeah, just do something normal,
but
not
just
run
be like,
out of your apartment.
I forgot, I gotta head out and go. Well, maybe was he so creepy that she didn't want him to know where she lived? Was it that?
I don't know. And there's a few
point.
unanswered questions here. She clearly was living and probably working on the vineyard.
Yeah.
Who knew if he was there for just a weekend? Who knew if he was there for living there, working there? You could run into him again that way, and that's never fun.
Yeah, for
that's
sure.
an awkward conversation you're gonna have.
Yeah, because then you have to follow up.
Well, that's what. So that's
honestly, she played that really well. Because then you see them, and then they're like this is what I would never ever think to do because like I'm not that quick.
Nobody does.
I'm not that quick, but then you see him again and you're like, oh my God, like I can't believe that happened to us. Ha ha. And then you just avoid him at all costs. And if he doesn't have your number, great. Don't give it to him. Honestly, she kind of played that pretty well.
That just sounds
kudos to her.
I don't know. I don't know how
something
you
I could never do and I could never think of, but kudos to her.
I don't know.
Yeah.
More power to her, I guess.
This one's long. This one's funny. So it starts off. Also, bear with me. I'm so bad. I'm like really bad at reading. Something I've learned throughout my late 20s is that I'm not very good at reading out loud. I'm good at reading in my head out loud. Not very good at it. Okay, so
Did you
bear
ever
with
watch
me.
New Girl?
Yes.
That just reminded me of. I'm not convinced I know how to read. I just memorized.
Honestly, like yes, like putting words in a sentence is not my strong suit. Okay. So I went to Lolita in the downtown area because it was between where both of us lived. He seemed normal, had a normal job, worked out, etc. No red flags beforehand. I get there and he's waiting and we're like, cool, let's go get a drink at the bar. We each get a drink and then sit down right next to each other. So we're right next to other people and we're surrounded by lots of people. And we get to talking and then we're talking about the gym. And the first red flag, he's asking about my gym routine and then goes, do you ever get turned on at the gym? And I'm like, no, question mark. And he's like, oh, I do all the time. And I'm like, okay, let's divert. Change the subject. Then somehow he's like, oh, have you ever had a massage? And I'm like, oh, yeah. I actually recently got one on Newbury Street. It was great. And then he said that. At some point, then he said what? At some point, I tried to get another drink. And, oh, I know what that was. And then he said he couldn't give me a massage because she would get too wet to finish. At some point, I tried to get another drink, and he was like, oh, no, I'm only going to have one. So I'm like, okay, does that mean I can't? So quickly after the massage statement, I was like, oh, I have to go to the bathroom. And then he followed me and then waited for me. And then he asked if I wanted to go home with him. And I was like, no, clearly no. He waited for me to get in my Uber and then kissed me goodbye on my mouth. Glad that part was added in. And then he texted me to ask to hang out again. And when I said no, he made me really uncomfortable. He asked for examples on how he made me uncomfortable.
So that sounds
If
like
you have to ask for examples, sir, you clearly did something wrong.
well, no, you're clearly habitually making people uncomfortable. You're just that person.
Yeah. You've done multiple things wrong multiple times.
Right. So that sounds like someone who's at least, well, you know what? Kudos to them because there's plenty of people who are unaware of how fucking weird they are. And at least that guy
I think that guy was unaware of how fucking weird he was.
No,
Well,
but you know
he
what?
followed up
If at least he
afterwards.
had the decency to be like, all right, I fucked up somewhere. Where was it? Was it the following you to the bathroom part?
Was it the saying you'd get too wet for me to finish your massage? Was it asking if you get
after
turned on at the
drink one,
gym?
Yeah.
Yeah, after drink one. This is one drink.
Yeah, one drink,
They
one
are
date.
sober.
Do you
One
get
drink.
Yeah.
turned on at the gym? What are you doing at the gym?
He's like, yeah, I'm going to have one drink. We're probably going to go back to my place, you know?
Yeah.
Want to be tip-top shape.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my God.
That's funny.
I have another one where it's a pretty vague story, but the girl was just really rude to the waitress, which is just there's nothing worse.
That's
I mean, I
uncomfortable.
guess that other guy, he's worse. He's way worse. But when you're on a date with someone on like
Yeah.
a first date and they're rude to the waitress,
Huge turn off, yeah.
oh God. And then like trying to say that like they're wrong, and then she offered to leave the tip, and he was like, okay, I guess.
a
And
shitty tip.
she tried to under tip severely, and he was like, no, you're not leaving the tip, give that back. And then so they went to a movie after dinner and a movie action, and then he left in the middle of the movie, said he had to go to the bathroom and left her.
Wait, they were at the movie theater? He just got up
He
and
just got
walked.
up and left.
That's
Must have been a
too far.
shitty movie, huh?
I don't
Or
know, shitty girl.
Yeah.
A lot to unpack there.
There really is nothing worse. That it just shows someone's true colors.
If you're gonna be rude
if
to
you're
a
gonna be
server.
rude to a server,
And then leave a shitty tip.
and then leave a shitty tip.
Especially on a first date. Make a good impression first and then let them know you're crazy.
Like it's one thing if you're rude and then you leave a huge tip.
Yeah.
It's another thing if you're rude and you leave a shitty tip.
You can be nice and leave a subpar tip. I
No,
still wouldn't
no,
leave
you
a
always gotta
shitty
over
tip.
tip.
No, so I feel like some dudes who are like just huge fucking clowns feel like being mean or like rude to people they perceive as like beneath them is like a
Yeah.
power move. Like, my status is so high. Fetch me my drink. Like
It was the
that's-
girl
like
that was doing it.
Oh, was it? Yeah, yeah. Either
Yeah.
way, whatever. People in general, guy, girl, whoever. I don't know.
I was gonna say something.
What?
Those were the
I can't. We'd have to cut it out.
those were the
I appreciate you.
dating horror stories that I got, but those are horrible. I like don't have any, which I guess good for me.
I wouldn't
Love that for
necessarily
me.
say dating horror stories.
I mean, I was like a psycho my senior year of college. Shout out to those men.
You were a psycho.
Oh yeah, I was tapped. I was crazy.
I can't think of it.
But I know that. I mean, I knew it then. I was like, haha, I'm crazy. Now I'm
As
like,
long as you were self-aware,
yeah.
I think that's
Oh,
fine.
I mean, I was self-aware and it didn't stop me. So shout out to those men.
If that's the life that you were trying to live in the moment, then why not?
But now I'm looking back and I'm like, boy,
They
Did
are
I cross
they're
the line?
probably telling stories about you on a podcast right now.
honestly, probably. There was one guy who was so nice enough to, I went out and I texted him so many times, so many. Like I had to scroll through and it was all blue. Like, all the messages. I woke up the next morning, all messages. I didn't even read them. I deleted all
just
of
delete
them.
everything.
Didn't read it, deleted all of them. That's the one and only time I've ever done that. And then, like, obviously, I went to UMass. As big as the school is, everyone goes to the same places. So I very classically and typically ran into him, physically bumped into him, actually, unfortunately, in a bar. And he was like, Dana, what's up? And I, in that moment, wanted to die. I wanted to crawl in a hole and die. I wanted to crumble into a million little crumbly pieces.
Yep.
And I was like, hi, hey, you
Long time
there.
no see.
What's up? And he was like, oh my God, like the craziest thing. I'm so grateful he made up this lie. He's like, the craziest thing happened. I was like, what? Was it I texted you 5,000 times and I was the crazy thing that happened? And he was like, my phone got hit by a bus. And I was like, honestly, it took everything in me not to just start dying laughing.
Yeah,
and be like, thank you so much.
Like, that's the best you got?
But he was like, my phone got hit by a bus and like I just got a new one. And like like what did it happen to be before Wednesday night and now? Because
my phone got hit.
He was like, I was riding my bike home. Like, okay, do you even own a bike? I was riding my bike home and my phone fell out of my pocket and into the road and it got hit by a bus. I was like,
that was a really nice
What
guy
an elaborate story for you to make up. Okay.
That almost sounds so fake that it might be true. Like, it sounds like it's too fake. Like, it sounds like if I was trying to make a story up, I could come up with a way better alibi than that. Like, that almost that's like so fake it might be true.
He was just a really nice guy that was
so
trying to cover for you.
He was just so nice.
You didn't read any of your messages? I don't know. That would be fun to unpack. What did you send him?
I don't know. I deleted all of it. To this day,
that's the best way to do it.
I still don't know if his phone got hit by a bus or not. I choose to believe, nope. I would never want to revisit that. I choose to believe it did get hit by a bus. That's probably one of my dating horror stories. Probably that guy's horror story. I was just on the delivering end of it.
Definitely telling stories.
I was delivering, yeah. So that happened to me one time. But luckily he was so nice. He made up that lie, and I'm sure all of his friends laughed at me, about me, read all the messages.
Phone got hit by a bus.
Yep. He was on the basketball team. It was.
He must have really liked you too, because even after that, he still
hit by a bus.
made up the excuse and like was nice to you at a bar.
Yeah, I mean, I think maybe he just felt so awkward because he knew how bad I must have felt that he was like, I got to do something for this girl. She might literally fall over and die if I don't make up something. And that was what came out of his mouth. I don't know. I don't know what the case is. To this day, I choose to believe his phone got hit by a bus. He didn't read any of the messages I sent him. That said, God knows what.
You think that? I mean, I hope this nice gentleman is out there doing good today, and his phone hasn't gotten hit by any buses.
He has a cute dog. Still friends with him on Instagram.
Good.
Snapchat.
Good. He's got a dog going for him, so that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't have any dating horror stories. My life has been pretty boring.
Honestly, we haven't had any. The closest, it wasn't even a dating horror story. I just thought it was funny. It was like one of when we first started dating. Like
with us?
No, it wasn't even. It wasn't even between the two of us. It was just like when I set off like the smoke alarm and like you.
Oh.
So her roommates fucking hated me when we first started dating, because like I'm just loud and clumsy, and like.
And it's a Southie apartment, so it's like hardwood floors all over. It's just you can hear every step, and he's just very loud.
There was this one night where like we like it was late because like she was out and like I was bouncing at Capo, and then like afterwards like we got a bunch of pizza from what's the place in the corner? McGee's. Whatever it is.
It's disgusting.
Whatever it is. We got a bunch of pizza, and then like at like 3:30 in the morning, I went to go put it in the oven and heat it up, and I was in her kitchen just like in my briefs, and all of a sudden like the smoke alarm went off, and like her roommate that like
extra hated me like came out to just me like standing on a kitchen chair in his briefs. There's smoke all over the kitchen, and he has like a paper plate or something. So she comes out in the hallway at like 3 a.m. because
I'd kill you.
The fire alarms are going off.
I would absolutely
to see him standing on a kitchen chair, fanning the
literally
smoke alarm.
Literally in like my brief. She's like staring at my crotch, just looking at me like, you son of a bitch.
Yeah, I'd be like, Alyssa, this guy's gotta go.
I was pissed that night too. Yeah, but we don't have any like horror stories.
No.
Yeah. One fun thing that happened on a date recently, we got a free pizza on our date night the other night. We got a little drunk in the North End. We went out for date night. We went to a cigar bar, And then we were tipsy walking back to the car, and this guy was outside Regina's Pizza. They must have been closing. And he comes walking out with pizzas. He's like, hey, who wants a pizza? And of course, I'm tipsy. I'm like, what you got? He's like, you want pepperoni? And just hands us a pepperoni pizza. And I was like, whoa.
It was more so some girl forgot to pick up her pizza, so he gave it to us.
Oh,
yeah.
I forgot what name was on it, but it
but
was
we
one of the best things that could have happened.
We benefited though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the opposite of a horror story.
I know.
Yeah. No, we. Had,
I was just thinking the opposite.
Good dates. Yeah.
He's all right, I guess.
Yeah.
Well,
Anywho.
Anyways, I think that wraps it up for today's episode. We covered a lot. We really went all over the place.
Yeah, we did. I can't believe we started with those disgusting candies.
I know.
Yeah.
Here we are.
Actually, real quick, just if anyone's wondering, producer Jay, why are you here? Who's producing? We have our new collegiate correspondent, Noah. He's in the producer chair right now. He's the newest member of Hedge Better. Noah, hit that yellow button right there. Hit that yellow button right there in the podcasting booth. There we go.
Oh.
Bang. Round of can we
That
not
was
hear it?
anticlimactic.
No, put the volume up. Put the volume. Yep, put that up. Now hit it again.
now hit it.
Again.
Oh.
There we go. Delayed round of applause.
There's the applause.
That was for Noah. Newest collegiate correspondent. He's going to be helping us out, doing a bunch of stuff with Hedge Better. Appreciate him helping out. He's in the producer seat tonight. Yeah, just want to give you a shout out. Appreciate you.
Thank you.
Ooh.
Glad to be here.
Yeah, appreciate you guys too. It's a good ladies' night. Thank you for letting me be a part of it. I kind of felt a little out of place, but I hope I didn't.
Oh no, we
disappoint.
You
enjoyed.
didn't seem out of place.
Okay,
Justin.
all right,
You fit
cool.
right in with
All right,
ladies.
I appreciate it.
I mean,
I don't know if
giant
that.
lady.
I don't know if that was a
You're
compliment.
a big giant
It was a
lady.
compliment at first. It slowly turned into an insult. That's fine.
we enjoyed having you.
All right. Well,
I mean,
It was a good time.
it is your company, so you're more than welcome anytime.
all right.
Join us anytime.
All right. I appreciate it.
I know we had fun. Like I said before, go ahead and follow us on all social media, Instagram and Twitter, Ladies Night
YouTube.
_
YouTube.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Ladies Night presented by Hedge Better on YouTube. We might do some live streams. If you want to follow us on Instagram and Twitter, we're going to ask more questions. Like I said, if you guys have any questions that you want our advice, we can answer those questions for you. Once again, not saying it's good advice, but could be interesting. So thanks for tuning in, and we will see you next time. Woo! Later.